Welcome to our overview of English prepositions. Let's dive in and learn more. What are prepositions? Prepositions are words that show a relationship between a noun or pronoun and other words in a sentence. There are approximately 150 prepositions in the English language. Only a subset of them are commonly used in everyday language. In everyday conversation and writing, people primarily rely on a core set of about 30 to 40 prepositions. These common prepositions serve the majority of communication needs and are essential for expressing relationships in space, time, and other contexts. Some of the most commonly used prepositions in English include in, on, at, by, over, under, between, among. Please pause the video and read the rest of the prepositions. For example, the cat is on the mat. Prepositions can be tricky to use correctly. Many English learners often make mistakes with prepositions. Today, I'll point out some of these mistakes and explain how to use in and on correctly when speaking or writing. One of the most significant mistakes English learners make when using prepositions is translating directly from their native language. Keep in mind that using prepositions incorrectly can change the meaning of a sentence. Learning from native speakers and reading books can be valuable for mastering the correct use of prepositions. Imagine a person trying to get to the other side of a fence. In the correct sentence, it says, "He jumped over the fence." This means he jumped high and landed on the other side of the fence. If we say, "He jumped through the fence," it means that he somehow passed directly through the solid fence as if it wasn't there, which is very different from jumping over it. Prepositions like in or on don't always follow strict, one-size-fits-all rules because their usage is highly context-dependent. However, we can categorize their usage to provide some general guidelines. The rules for in and on are primarily related to their usage in time and location. Let's now examine these rules for both prepositions. Location and enclosure. In is often used when referring to a location within an enclosed space. Example, the cat is in the box. More examples. I found my keys in the drawer. She's hiding in the closet. There's a surprise gift in the bag. In is used to indicate location or position in various places. Here are some general rules for when to use in with places. In is used for places that are enclosed or have clear boundaries, such as buildings. For example, she's in the house. In is used with the name of countries, for example, they are on vacation in Italy. In is used with the names of cities and towns. For example, I was born in New York City. In can be used with some geographical regions. For example, he went hiking in the Himalayas. In is used for being inside vehicles. For example, they are in the car. In is used when referring to specific places like parks, theaters, or restaurants. For example, they're having dinner in a restaurant. Time and periods. In can indicate a period of time or a specific point in time. Example, I have a meeting in an hour. More examples. He was born in 1990. We have a meeting in the afternoon. They usually go jogging in the morning. In is commonly used for time expressions in English according to the following general rules. In is used for months and years. For example, my birthday is in June. They got married in 2020. The flowers bloom in the spring. Disco music was popular in the 1970s. Shakespeare lived and wrote in the 16th century. In is used with certain time phrases and expressions. For example, in a few minutes. In the past. In can be used to specify a general time of a day, especially with the words morning, afternoon, evening, and night. For example, I'll call you in the morning. On is generally used to indicate location or position in specific types of places. Example, the house for sale is located on L Street. On is used when something is touching a surface. For example, the book is on the table. Public transportation, on is used when talking about using public transportation. She's on the train to work. On is used with islands. He couldn't stand being alone on the island for even a single day. We use on when we're talking about being on top of water. For example, we're sailing on the lake. When talking about planets and other things in space, we use on with them. The rover landed on Mars. On is used for time expressions in English in the following general rules. Days of the week, on is used with the days of the week. For example, I have a meeting on Monday. We'll see you on Saturday. Dates, on is used with specific calendar dates. For example, our anniversary is on the 15th of May. The event is on December 25th. Holidays and special occasions, on is used for holidays and special occasions. For example, we celebrate Christmas on December 25th. I received a gift on my birthday. On is used with specific time expressions like on time, on schedule. She arrived at the meeting on time. The train departed on schedule. Collocation means certain words naturally go together in a language. For example, strong coffee is a common pairing where strong describes the type of coffee. We won't use powerful coffee. That's the same for in and on. In love, in a hurry, on the internet, on the phone. There are no strict rules for collocation, which makes it challenging for English learners. Instead, it's about learning which words naturally go together through exposure and practice. It's important for learners to remember these combinations as part of building fluency and sounding more natural in their use of English.